What's going on, guys? This is Rod Wortham with RaveTV.com, and we are with Newfound Glory.
Partying.
Welcome back to the Rave. When was the last time you were here?
Like 2-3 years ago.
Halloween.
I remember being at that show.
I was Ralph Macchio. I was the shower curtain. Ian, our
Whoa,
bass
there's
player.
pictures.
Oh yeah, look. My shower curtain lasted for maybe half a song, not even.
And there's Ian. Ian was Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
So
Cobra Kai.
He
over
looks
here.
awesome.
Ian.
This is 10 years of Sticks and Stones. How does that feel right now for you guys?
It's pretty cool being able to play the album and doing this anniversary tour. You know, a lot of our fans that was the record that got them into our band, and they grew up on that record. And to see a lot of those, people still coming to see us play this record is a pretty cool feeling,
How do you transition as far as it goes to new material to old material? And as far as that goes to, you guys have like close to 10 releases.
This tour, we're doing the Sticks and Stones all the way through, and then we're kind of mixing and matching the encore of like different songs. But it's hard, and we have 7 records now, so it's tough to kind of pick which songs to play. So we kind of every tour we have like this. You can go to setlist.com and look at every set list we've ever had as a band. So when we come back or do a tour, we kind of look through what we've done before and kind of try to play some different songs.
Just to make sure that everyone's still hearing the material they want. That's absolutely awesome. You got to do a show with Marky Ramone.
Yeah.
How wild was that for you guys?
It was pretty wild. Even better than the show was just hanging out with him the day before at rehearsal, like rehearsing for the set that we were going to play. Because we had practiced those songs over and over so many times and grew up listening to those songs. And I know for me, we're ready to practice, right? We're going to go do the first song, and he writes the set list of how he kind of wanted it to be. We're like, yeah, cool, man, whatever you want, dude. And so he started it off with Rockaway Beach or something, and he clicks it off and, does his Marky Ramone thing. And we start playing, and I totally draw a blank on the lyrics. And it was so dumb. We had to start off the song 3-4 times.
This is not how it's going to be, is it, Jordan?
It was really embarrassing. And then I was like, all right, I just focused, and I was like, yeah. Then it was
just really cool for us when we were actually doing the show, looking back, and Marky Ramone's playing drums for us. It's pretty surreal. It's pretty cool for us being a band that kind of drew influences from all different kinds of punk, not just pop punk, like old punk and new punk and hardcore and stuff like that. To even be on the stage with him is a cool thing, And I definitely changed the course of our record. Radio Surgery came out after that, and kind of has a little bit more old school punk vibe, which kind of I think drew from that whole experience of working with Marky.
With that being stated, with hardcore, you are being represented by Bridge 9. What's that like? And as far as going from Bridge 9 to something of a major label?
Well, we release just kind of one-off things off Bridge 9. We're not really on a label right now. We kind of do we did our Tip of the Iceberg EP off Bridge 9 because we're really good friends with them. They're a really cool label out of Boston. Yeah. And we did the Record Store Day Ramones record on Bridge 9 as well. But we're kind of free agents right now as far as labels go.
With you are releasing the Ramones album.
It's already gone. Yeah, it already came out. Yeah.
What was the difference between doing an actual album that was just your own to releasing something that was something you grew up on?
We've done the Three Near Stereo series.
Yeah, we have a couple cover records, but this one was almost sort of kind of, well, I don't know how to explain, showing where we kind of came from, you know, to kids that might not know.
I think what was different about this one too, we didn't really mess with the songs. I feel like on our past 2 cover records, we kind of would change them to make them more like Newfound Glory, kind of would add breakdowns or add heavy parts to songs that would normally not have those parts in them. But with these Ramone songs, we really didn't want to mess with them too much. We kind of just wanted to keep true to the original, song. So
that's absolutely awesome. My very last question for you guys is: there's a new wave of pop punk coming through. How do you feel as far as being the godfathers of this new wave?
The godfather.
Do you feel it's pop punk ever died, or are you kind of on the edge that
I think when people say when people ask that question about oh, do you think pop punk died or whatever, it never really went anywhere. It just kind of faded from being on TV all the time, if that makes sense. There was a time where it was Blink-182 was doing awesome, and Green Day was on MTV all the time, and then they started playing us, and then like from there it kind of was this thing for a while. And then all these labels started trying to find these pop punk bands and sign them to major labels and all that stuff. And then after that, it kind of disappeared for a little bit off the mainstream.
What happens is there's popular bands, and then all these bands try to be like that one popular band, and it just like saturates the music. And then people just listen to the real bands, and then those bands kind of trickle out and do the next cool thing that's coming out. But the fans always that are into that music are always going to stay true, to what they listen to. So, and the bands that like actually started things and actually mean what they say when they sing and actually like give a crap about music are the bands that are going to stay around and be relevant still.
That makes a lot of sense.
I have good hair here.
You do.
Hair's good there.
It's greasy though.
Just
kidding.
You've gotten Tarantino a lot.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Tarantino flick?
Probably Django Unchained was, the most recent, but that movie is.
Is that your favorite
freaking
though?
Awesome. I think it probably is my favorite out of Kill Bill, out of like
Pulp Fiction,
Pulp
really?
Fiction.
Fiction.
Really?
Out of what's the other one?
Reservoir Dogs?
No, Reservoir Dogs.
Inglourious
Wasn't what I always forget the name. Which one?
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious
That's my
Bastards.
favorite.
No, Django's I still think kills it
Inglourious
all.
Bastards was really good.
It is nuts. Like when you watch that and you're just like, holy crap, just killing
That's a good movie
Nazis the
too.
whole time.
But what was the other? Death Proof. Come on.
Death Proof?
Death Proof was awesome.
I mean, it was hit or miss. Like
Yeah.
on certain days.
No pun intended.
But I still think out
Yeah.
of like recently, Django's like by far so cool.
Oh, party foul with the phone.
Steve.
Oh.
not me, that's-
Steve left his phone on.
Then that's
during
that's the
interview.
camera guy behind there.
Jesus
Camera guy
Christ.
left his phone on.
Dude,
You're
thank
fired.
you guys so much for coming through.
Yeah, man.
I'm Rod with theRaveTV.com. Have a great day.